Hello, hello, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are coming from. I am going to give everyone a minute to join us before I get started here. Happy Friday. Hey, hey, happy Friday to you as well. All right, like I said, I'm gonna give everybody just a minute to get in and join us before I get started. This is going to be a very intensive Reiki light language session. I have so many of my friends that I work with here in front of me. We're gonna be working with a lot of different energies, a lot of different frequencies, a lot of different beings. I'm very excited. I think this is the most extensive and intensive session that I have done before on the live. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, so if anybody could let me know if they can hear the music and if it's too loud or if it's too quiet, because I want to make sure that it's not too loud over my speaking. That would be great. And this is celestial ambient music, and for anybody wondering, it is 432 hertz. Oh, you said you can hear it. Okay, great. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Okay, so it's definitely not too loud. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so sorry, my nose itchy. I'm sorry it's a little dark in here. My light fixture blew out on me the other day, and I have to fix it. So hold on. Okay. Okay, everyone. Well, welcome to this Celestial Reiki and Light Language session today. We're going to be working with a lot of different elements. We're going to be working with all 4 of the earth elements. We're going to be working with spirit guides. We're going to be working with sun and moon energy. We're going to be doing affirmations, working with crystals. I have all of my plants here to work with this as too. Oh, you're bright enough on your own. That is so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. Mirror reflections. So with that, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk everybody through everything. I'm very big on explaining what I'm doing, so you can utilize that information for your own, or if you wanted to utilize these different practices that I work with, you can too. For everybody who is watching this on YouTube, later I'm doing a TikTok live and I'm interacting with people in the group. And for everybody in here live right now, please feel free to leave comments or questions. It's interactive and I'll be answering them as we go along here. If you are watching this later on and it's not the new moon, you will still receive the new moon energy. So Reiki spans across all space, time, and dimensions. And so even if you're not present for the healing and you watch it later, it will be as effective. Okay, as long as you accept the healing. So with that, I want to say that you have free will over your own energy body. So some of the pieces of this may not resonate with you, and some of it may very heavily resonate with you. So you take what you want from it. If you feel like something, that's not for me, you can say skip. But if you feel like it's resonating with you and it feels good in your body, in your soul, you can take that energy for yourself. So it is up to your discernment. Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about me, and then we'll get into what we're doing today. So my name is Brittany, and I am a mindset coach and energy healer. I do Akashic record readings. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I also channel light language. I do soul retrievals and past version healing. If anybody wants to learn more about those things, there's links in my bio for my website. And today we're doing Reiki and light language. So I'll talk about this a little bit. Reiki is channeling life force energy, and you can utilize that for healing yourself or for healing others. And it works with your chakra system, your etheric body, your auric field, just your whole energy body. And so what you do with Reiki is you're channeling life force energy, but you're also pushing your intentions into it. And so I can give you Reiki with specific intentions. However, with Reiki is going to do what it needs to do for you. And so with me, what I am intending today is for celestial Reiki. But if you have physical ailments, mental ailments, like behavioral issues, you've got stuck, stagnant energy in your body. Oops, sorry about this YouTube ad. If you have stuck and stagnant energy in your body, Reiki is going to go in and is going to help clear whatever you need to help clear. And so I want to preface that if you start to feel tugging in your body, that's Reiki coming in and it's busting up like crystalline energy out of your system. But sometimes it can be really intense, and sometimes you feel it in different places. So if you need to turn it down, you can say, hey, Reiki, I need you to tune that down a little bit. And Reiki will like turn the dial down. Okay. Oh, thank you, Casey. Casey said, Brittany is one of the most amazing souls. Anything she offers is well worth it. Thank you, Casey. Everybody should go check out Casey too. Casey Lee Reiki here in the comments. She's also a Reiki practitioner, and she is a beautiful reader and just beautiful soul. And so if you want a different flavor of Reiki, a different teacher, because different Reiki resonates with different people. Like we all have our own individual frequencies that we project. And so Casey would be a beautiful person to look to as well. Can I ask Reiki to help me unblock my heart chakra? Absolutely. You can ask Reiki to help you with whatever it is that you need releasing or bringing in. And we're going to go over specific chakras as well. I have crystals for each chakra, so we're going to go into your chakras and help clear and balance and heal. You're a gem. Glad we crossed paths. Me too. And I'm going to get back to you later today about that message. Okay. Let's see. Okay. How did you get on your path? What is your background? Oh, I can talk about that a little bit, and then we'll talk about light language. So I went to school for psychology, and then I worked in the mental health field for a long time. I also owned a business for a long time. I owned a doggy daycare. And then I started getting into like energy work. I started getting into the Akashic records and started reading for people. I started getting into Reiki, started practicing on people, and then became a Reiki practitioner. And then I started doing past version healing and soul retrievals. And so just teaching and practicing. I also am a life coach, and so I help people like change their mindsets and self-limiting beliefs and help them step into like self-power, self-confidence, self-esteem, and so just general health and well-being. And so it's been a long journey, but I do a lot of different things. So what's going to say? Oh, light language. So light language is, I don't know if anybody's been on YouTube or Instagram and seen like light codes, or they hear people maybe speaking in a different tongue, what it sounds like. What that is it's universal love language. So you don't hear it with your ears and understand. That's something you hear with your heart and you understand, like you feel that. And so people can project light language in different ways. You can do it through your hands. Like I do that with Reiki and light language. You can do it through the wisdom that you impart to others. It's like that very higher perspective, esoteric messaging. You can sing light language. You can write light codes. Reiki and light language are very similar to one another, but different. So we're doing both today. Reiki, I feel, is more like grounded energy and helps you with your physical body and your chakra system, like helps you on this 3D plane a little bit more. That's not a blanket statement, just how I feel. And light language is more for like your etheric galactic self, like that energy body self that's beyond the physical body. And so we're working with both energies today. So like I said, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to leave comments and take what you want from this. It was sacred geometry, lost, or galaxy colors. What was sacred geometry, Casey? Lots of. Okay, or sacred geometry, I think, is that what you're saying as far as like light language? Because yes, I see that projected a lot, or like crystal grids. Crystal grids a lot of times are like projecting light language. Okay, so happy new moon, everyone. This is a new moon in Aries. And so with new moon is very good for bringing new things in. So that's bringing in the things that you want into your reality, into your paradigm. That's also some releasing energy too of things that are no longer serving you. But this is like the time for manifesting. What do you want to bring in? Okay. Let's see. Hi, your read the other day was so spot on. Oh, good. I'm glad that you enjoyed the reading. I had a dream about the light code upgrade I received, and it showed up as sacred geometry on my skin. Ooh, that sounds like a fun experience. Okay, I would love to talk to you. I'll talk to you more about that too, Casey, on the side when I message you. Okay, so with the Aries energy, which is awesome, which is, I think it's a ram, it is the energy of being bold, I was trying to say courageous, bold, courageous, confident, and that bravery, like stepping out into like a new thing. And so this is a perfect time if you're trying to like shake up your life and have like new experiences and new people and just like new. This is a perfect time to manifest for that. So it's new beginnings, new adventures across all areas of life. So if you've been feeling stuck and stagnant, Aries energy is that push that you need into the next phase or cycle of your life, okay? This is also the time to let go of any fears that are holding you back from moving forward. So this could be self-limiting beliefs, this can be imposter syndrome, this can be negative thought cycles, negative thought loops. Like this is the energy that you can utilize to let go of those things, okay? So this is also a very lucky time of year. This is a, how do you say it? Cazimi moon. I just learned about that. A Cazimi moon. And so this is when the sun and moon meet up in the same degree and the same sign. And so I was watching another person talk about this. Oh, sorry, there was a moving truck outside. I was talking about another person talk about this and how it's a huge sign of luck. And so today is a perfect day to make your wishes. So if you have something that you're wanting to bring in and manifest, today is the day. And like I said though, Reiki and light language and how we're encapsulating all of this, if you are watching this on a later date or re-watching it, that energy is going to carry over. Okay, so you can still make your wish if you're not watching it today. Okay, so does anybody have any questions or comments or anything before we start getting into the actual healing? Let me know. I've got so many things here. Let's see. Yes, that would be a super cool tattoo, Casey. These YouTube ads, I need to get YouTube Premium so we do not have to listen. So celestial energy, we'll talk about that too. So celestial energy, do we write it down? You can write it down. I would, like what you're trying to manifest, writing down is great because you're scripting it, but I would also speak it. Like speaking something takes the energy and the frequency and puts it out into the unifying field and makes it into solid matter. So like anytime that you can drive around your car and speak out loud the things that you want to bring in, that's going to help solidify that and bring it in faster. Okay. All right. So the celestial energy. So celestial energy to me, the sun and the moon are celestial conscious beings. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, they're just up in the sky. They're actual consciousness beings and they're celestial beings. That also goes for like angels and unicorns, like all celestial types. And so we're going to be working a lot with those energies as well, but we're also going to be working with grounding earth energy because you need both. You can only go up so high in frequency levels as deeply as you're rooted into earth energy because we are human beings. So the deeper you ground, the higher you can ascend. So we're going to do both. We're going to start with grounding and go celestial. Okay. So first what we're going to do, I'm going to spray some of this on my hands here. And like I said, I'm going to walk and talk everybody through everything that we're doing. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say a prayer together. We are going to invoke the 4 directions and the 4 elements. We're also going to be calling in spirit animals. So spirit animals are animals that you can call in to help you during certain chapters of your life. Totem animals rock with us through life. We soul contract with them. Power spirit animals, we call in and evoke their characteristics. Thank you for all the likes and the roses. I appreciate that. It helps get more people in so they can enjoy it as well. Thank you. And if you follow me, I'll let you know when I do these in the future as well. Okay, so You can close your eyes while we do this. You can keep them open. You can just listen, like whatever resonates with you. Totally okay. There's no right or wrong way to receive healing. You do you. Okay, I know some people might be at work listening, and that's okay. How do we know what our totem animal is? Okay, so a great way to find out what your totem animal is if you're very drawn to animals, like you just have this weird uncanny, like I'm always drawn to this specific animal. And if that's the case, you can do a blank totem animal guided meditation on YouTube. And your totem animal will let you know if if it's your totem animal. Other than that, you can do generalized totem animal guided meditations on YouTube, and your totem animal can come in. Or you can research a plethora of spirit animals, and then they'll ping you when it's your totem animal. It'll tell you when it's your totem animal. Okay. All right. So, like I said, you can keep your eyes open, you can keep your eyes closed, whatever you resonate with. All right, I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit so we can hear it. Okay, so I'm gonna have everybody take a big breath in through your nose and then gently breathe out through your mouth. And again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay. We surround ourselves with divine white light and gold protection, and we call in our spirit guides known and unknown. We call in the direction of south, element fire, animal snake, ruler of our spiritual body and controller of our chi, our powers of imagination and intuition. We call in the direction west, element water, animal jaguar, ruler of our emotional body, giving us powers to feel and to adapt. Direction of the setting sun, endings, death, and the angel of death. We call in the direction north, element earth, animal hummingbird, ruler of our physical body and the five senses, health, prosperity, and all the plants and animals, blossoms, and pets. We call on the direction east, element air, animal eagle or condor, ruler of our mental bodies, giving us powers of discernment and appreciation of art, beauty, the power of words, communication, direction of the rising sun, new beginnings every day. To all the spirits, thank you so much for all that you've given us, and please continue to guide us in our thoughts and our words and our deeds. Thank you. If you agree, say ho. Ho. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And we're thanking all of our lovely friends and spirits for coming and helping us today. I have so many friends. I'm so excited for everybody to meet. All my crystals and my plants and my sound healing friends. Yes, ho. Hey, Nicole. Hey, I hope you're having a good day too. Glad to have you here as well. All right, so what I like to do before we get into the actual like Reiki and the light language is I like to do clearing and grounding first. And so that way we're all coming in with this like beautiful, serene, peaceful energy. It's all cleared out, ready to receive all of this beautiful new energy. Yes, Barbara is here. I also got 2 new plants yesterday, and so I'm going to be introducing them in this session, but Barbara is here. Some people are already familiar with some of my plants. Okay, so it takes me a second to get my sage and Palo Santo going, so everybody give me one second while I get those going. So this is Palo Santo, and then this is white sage with eucalyptus, and so these are great for cleansing and clearing. So if you're an empath or a light worker or a starseed and you tend to hold on to other people's emotions or other people's energy, or maybe you work around a lot of people and you feel really drained at the end of the day, these practices that I'm about to impart to everyone, if this is new to you, these are great ways to clear and cleanse your energy at the end of the day. If you do this every day, Pick one of these. It will significantly help you. Okay. Oh, do you have the gift of smelling, Miss Watson, through the ethers, the clear aliens? So we are cleansing and clearing anyone's energy that may have latched onto our own. Oh, you said I have no idea. Some people have that gift, and I think it's absolutely amazing. Like they can smell things that maybe others don't perceive. They smell through the ethers. And thank you for all the likes, everyone. It helps get more people in so they can enjoy it as well. I do love the smell of white sage and eucalyptus. Me too. I love like lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus. Like they're all so cleansing and clearing and help lift your vibration and your frequency. Or like citrus. Like if you have a lot of anxiety and you have those around, like those essential oils, they're great to help reset your central nervous system. All right. And then this is incense. Incense is also really good for protecting your etheric, your auric field, your chakra system, your physical body, for cleansing and clearing as well. You said human design sense that the strongest is touch. The Reiki makes sense now. Yes. So maybe you have clear tangency as well. I got some incense. Yeah, it's so peaceful. It makes you feel so peaceful and serene. Just resets everything for you. All right. If everyone can give me just one moment, if you don't mind, I had someone just email me and ask if we can reschedule a session. So give me 1 second. This afternoon, because I want to make sure that she gets the message. Everybody can just be soaking in the incense and the Palo Santo here. All right. Oop. Okay. So this is peppermint spray, and peppermint spray is great for clearing your mental mind. Like if you have a lot of mental distractions, or you need some clarity, or if you're experiencing congestion. It's also, if you experience anxiety, a great way to reset your central nervous system and get you out of that anxiety hole, that thought hole sometimes we get in. So if you spray it on yourself, it resets you. So I'm going to spray this over everyone and myself. And then we have chakras in our hands, and so this is where I'm projecting the Reiki and the light language from. And so I'm going to spray it on my hands as well. All right. And then this is eucalyptus. This is my eucalyptus roller. So I'm going to put this on my hands, and then I'm going to etherically send it to everyone so that you feel peace, calm, serenity. Also, if you're experiencing congestion, it will help alleviate this as well. You said, I love when my foot chakras heat up. Yes. I have more like feelings in my hands and my feet, but that's really cool that you get that in your feet. I feel like when I'm putting my bare feet on the earth, that's when I feel my chakras in my feet the most. So sometimes people think like only our 7 chakras are the chakras. Today we're actually going to be talking about 12 of our transpersonal chakras. So we're going to go even outside of the 7, but we have these YouTube ads. But we have hundreds of chakras. Hands, feet, all over the place. Today we're just going to be focusing on the 12 though. So I'll be talking about those and telling everybody more about them. So if you want to start working with them too, you can. Okay. So this is Florida water. So Florida water is not from Florida, it's just called Florida water. But it is good for protecting and for clearing. And so if you're looking for some type of spray, like Palo Santo spray is great, but I like Florida water because I like the way that it smells. And also last night, because it's a new moon, I charged some water in the moonlight, and then I put that in here as well, and so you get that amplification. Moon energy amplifies things, and so you can also speak into your water, like right before you make moon water, and you say, I don't know, whatever you want to say into it, right? And it will amplify that, and you drink it, and it infuses into your DNA, into your blueprints. So I spoke manifestations in here, so I know everybody loves manifesting. So I figured that'd be okay for everybody. I'm sure nobody would be like, I don't want manifestations. So I'm gonna spray this over everyone and myself here. All right, I'm gonna drink some of my tea. Okay, so for the cleansing and clearing, because it's a new moon, today is oh, you said I heard the word Florida a lot these last 3 days. Ooh, maybe that's, maybe you need to take a trip, or maybe a trip is coming your way. Or maybe you live in Florida. So new moon energy is all about like bringing things in and manifesting, but in order to bring new things in, sometimes we have to let go of things that are no longer serving us. And a great way to amplify your manifestations is to clear out things in your home space or your car. If you have a lot of clutter, a lot of closets, a lot of drawers that haven't been cleaned out, like a great way to spruce up and bring that fresh new energy in is to declutter things like that. You don't have to do an overhaul of your house. Pick a junk drawer and just do one little thing, decluttering, and you'll be really surprised like how much better you feel, especially if you do it under a new moon. Like yesterday I did a lot of cleaning. I always get the urge to clean around new moons and full moons, but it will make you feel so much better. That was in my fairy oracle card reading. Oh, fun. It really does wonders. Also, this is a time to ask yourself, where do I need to declutter in my life as far as like friends and relationships or things that are no longer serving me? Like if you want new stuff to come in, you have to let go of things that are no longer serving you. And that's the second piece to manifesting. Like everybody's like, oh, I want all these things. But that also means a lot of letting go of. It's the first of the month, friends. Don't forget to blow cinnamon through your doorway. That is a great tip. If you want to bring in manifestations, blowing cinnamon through the door is a great way to do that. Also, if you take peppermint spray and you spray that on the front of your door and the back of your door, and a lot of that is about intention. So when you're doing those things, rituals are great, but you need to back them up with the intention of what you're doing. And so why are you blowing the cinnamon through the door, right? What are you trying to bring in? So I just want to put that in there too. Hey, V. Hey, glad to have you in here as well. So intentions, but decluttering is a great way to bring your manifestations in, whether it's friends, your home, whatever. Things like low vibe stuff that you know is not good for you. No judgment or anything. We all have those things. For abundance, prosperity, and protection. Set your intentions, yes. Okay, so this first crystal we're going to work with. This is Selenite. This is my Selenite wand. I use this to draw things from your energy body that are no longer serving you. And then I also use it as a scanner. And so it'll catch where you have stagnant and stuck energy in your chakra system, your auric field, etheric body. And so for this, what we're going to do, and I have notes here because I have so many things. So if you see me looking down, I'm just keep on track. So with the Selenite, these are things that are no longer serving you. So if you want to put it in the chat, feel free. Sometimes if you're a bold and courageous person with the Aries energy, if you put what you are letting go of that's no longer serving you in the chat, that also helps like solidify that scripting. So I'm going to be running it over everyone, and if everybody wants to put in what they are not wanting to hold on to anymore that's not serving them, I'll read some of them as we go along. But if you don't want to, that's okay too. I am letting go of self-limiting beliefs, like imposter syndrome, like not stepping fully into my power. That's something I am always working on. So that's what I am letting go of. Okay, I'm at work and just cleansed with selenite. Selenite is a extremely high vibrational, high frequency crystal. So if you are wanting to work with that type of energy, selenite is great. And it's also one you don't have to charge as often. I charged all of my crystals in the moonlight last night to get ready for this. And so these are everybody's reset. I am letting go of fear and old habits. That's beautiful. Yes. I am letting go of negative thoughts and negative people around me. Beautiful, beautiful. Sometimes we have to do a reassessment of the people in our life, and not that we have to let go of them all the way, but sometimes we have to do a reassessment of who's inside of our inner circle, because our inner circle people really influence us, like really influence us. And so sometimes we have to shift how much time and energy that we're spending with specific people. Letting go of imposter syndrome, releasing self-judgment and judgment of others. Yes. Those are beautiful. And judgment of others, that's good too. Like sometimes we can be the judgmental ones, right? Not just other people perceiving us. Letting go of toxic relationships, feeling stuck, addictions, fear, blockage of money, and intuition. Letting go of self-sabotage. These are great. These are great things to let go of. Letting go of negativity of myself and others. Yes. And sometimes when we letting go of guilt, and look at everybody being so brave and courageous, putting their things in the chat. I'm so proud of everybody. Sometimes we're on a public platform, so sometimes it's a little scary putting your stuff out there. But this is helping so many people in the chat too, because they're like, oh, there's other people that are going through these things. We're not alone. Like everybody on this ride of life together. And has very similar things that they're experiencing. So sometimes seeing other people and what they're going through definitely helps you realize like you're not alone out here. I'm letting go of self-limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. Letting go of self-doubt, shame, and fear. Beautiful. Letting go of unhealthy attachments and control of outcomes. We are windshield wiping them out of your system. Like a car. Car windshield wiper. Okay, so I'm going to use this like a scanner. So if you feel any energy in your body start to move, or you start to get any sensations, it's the Reiki coming in and helping. And so, oh, thank you for the wishing bottle. That's cute. It's a wishing day. So if you start to feel that and it's too intense, you can ask the Reiki to tune it down, okay? I'm letting go of trying to micromanage the universe. Ooh, Nicole, good one. Sometimes we want to hold on to control, and like we can't control everything. And that takes the fun out of it too. Like if we control, then we're not leaving room for any surprises or excitement or spontaneity. Letting go of negative thought forms and stories that no longer serve my highest good. Feeling something in my right eye. So if it's in your right eye, that is where your masculine energy is held, like your divine masculine energy. And so that might be you letting go of some of that if you're a very type of like controlling person, and same, like no judgment. Or if you're like too far into your masculine energy, that might be what's going on. That's what I'm intuitively picking up on, at least. Okay, you said yes. Okay, well, that's probably what's coming up out for you. Okay. All right, well, thank you everyone for sharing. Again, that Aries, like bold, courageous energy of like sharing, like that's huge. And it helps so many other people too realize they're not alone. So very proud of everybody for sharing. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is, let me get my things ready here. Oh no. Speaking of eyes, and you might have been feeling this too because we're about to get into eyes. Okay. Okay, so before we go further here, I did want to say that I do Reiki one-on-one sessions. If anybody's interested, I like to do these live so you can feel my energy, because different practitioners project different types of energy. And you want to find a teacher, a healer that you vibe with as well. And so when I'm doing one-on-one sessions, though, they're kind of different than what I'm doing now, because it's a blend of therapy and energy healing. So we're going very deep into your energy body, very deep into your chakras. This is a lot of like shadow work, like getting through trauma. It's very intensive. Sometimes that's a little much for some people, and some people are ready to like get in there and like root up all that programming or like dark memories or things like that, so they can like get further down their healing journey. So if that's something you're interested in, I have one-on-one healing sessions in my bio. It's under one-on-one healing sessions. Or if you have questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me on Soulharmonyhealing. That's my Instagram. You can like directly message me there as well. I love connecting with people. Okay, feel intense energy, love it. Good. I'm glad that you are enjoying the energy. Okay, so before we get into everyone's chakras and your chakra system, I want everybody to feel like they're very safe and protected, because we're all in this healing space together. This is not just you as an individual, like we are all collectively here with one another right now. And so I also want you to get this extra layer of protection to go with you past this healing session right now. So this is when you go out throughout the world. If you latch onto people's energy or taking on people's energy, this is going to be an extra layer of protection so that you can feel safe and grounded and secure in life, okay? So first what we're going to do, we're going to work with Horus. This is Horus, Cosmic Gateway. And then I'll read the bit at the bottom here. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And I know not everybody resonates with spirit guides, and not everybody wants spirit guides, you know, working on their system. So like I said, you have power and free will over your body. You can accept any part of this or say skip. Okay, and that's fine. But this is Horus. He is a gatekeeper of the etheric and the astral realms. He's also over psychic development. So if you're trying to hone your spiritual gifts, your psychic gifts, Horus is one to call on. I love working with Horus. He is on my spirit team. And I work with him with clients when we're helping them develop their psychic gifts, and they say he definitely helps. So this is the eye of Horus, if everyone can see. And so what I'm gonna do is my tablet here, I use this as a guide for your chakra system. So like this is your Earth Star chakra, we'll talk more about that, and this is your Stellar Gateway chakra up here. And so I'm gonna use it, and we're gonna put a layer of protection from Horus around your etheric body. So this is impressed into your system. You can remove it at any time. You can say, I would like this removed, or if you want to keep it, you can keep it. Or if you don't want it, you can say skip. But I know some people would like to have it, so we're gonna do that. And Horus is an Egyptian deity. Some other ones that you can work with if you're into Egyptian energy is Isis. She's really great for manifesting. You could work with Ra, or you can work with Cleopatra. They are all great. Okay, so I'm going to focus this one on everybody's third eye. So in your third eye, that is going to be the pinpoint location in your consciousness. And so that is where this protection layer comes out of. So like I said, at any time you can just you can ask it to turn up, you can ask it to turn down, especially when you go out in public. Okay. All right, and this is an amulet. An amulet. So amulets, you can letting go. So this is letting go of other people's energy, or you can use it like a talisman. A talisman is manifesting, like something that you want to bring in. So in this case, it's an amulet because I want it to let go of anybody's stuff you don't want near you or on you. All right. And if anybody wants to screenshot these cards, feel free. If you want to work with them so you remember them, that's okay too. All right, so next we're going to be working with Kali. So Kali Ma, is the goddess of death, but she is also the goddess of rebirth. And so in order to have that phoenix transformation energy, to have life, you have to have death. It's the cycle. And so we're going to be working with her. She is really good for releasing things that are no longer serving you. So this is like, especially fear, things around fear. And this is Kali. Facing fear, and then I'll read the bit at the bottom for you. It says, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Kali Ma does that very, 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 very deep uprooting energy. And so we are going to be asking Kali Ma to come in and assist us today in letting go of the things that are no longer serving us. And this is where we start to work with the element of fire. And so we're going to be doing all 4 elements, or 5 if you count sound. But this is where we're going to do fire. So what we're going to do is we're going to light my Kali candle here, and that's going to be representative of us pouring our intentions of what we want to release. And then we're all going to blow the candle out together, and then that is going to be representative of us letting go. That smoke is that clearing energy. Okay. So I'm gonna do this off camera. Okay, so if everybody, all the things that we were saying earlier, or anything specifically that you want to let go of, you can put in the chats. And then we are going to ask Kali Ma to help us let go. I'm gonna let go of these YouTube ads is what I'm gonna do. Okay. All right. And so what we're going to do now, you're going to envision this, and then self-doubt, fear of achievement, shame, and worthiness. Yeah, sometimes we can be afraid of success. Like if that's something that we have not seen a lot in our life, or have been like talked down to, whether it's parents or society or whatever. Success is great, but sometimes it can be scary because it goes against our subconscious and our comfortability. Okay, so we're all gonna count down from 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna blow out together, okay? So we're gonna take a big breath in, and then breathe out. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we are releasing all of the things that are no longer serving us, so this beautiful new moon energy can bring us the things that are in alignment with our soul contract, our heart's desires. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna drink some of my tea here. I might have to go to the bathroom in a second. We'll see. All right, so now we're going to be working with, we're still doing the cleansing and clearing before we get into the bringing in, okay? So this is Ganesh. This is Lord Ganesh, and he is over abundance and prosperity. He is the remover of obstacles. So he is that clearing out energy, that anything that is holding you back from moving forward in your life. And so the bit at the bottom says obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Like I said, if you want to take a screenshot, you can, but the remover of obstacles. Okay, and he is actually the son of another deity we're going to be talking about in a minute. So Lord Ganesh, or Ganesha. Okay, and what we're going to do for him is we are going to, this is going to be kind of loud, so I'm going to give everybody a heads up before I do this. Sound is a great clearer and a great cleanser, and so I asked Ganesha before we came here to help me with this tool that I have. His name is Tambo. Some of you have met him before. He is my son's tambourine, and so that sound shaking, so you're going to envision the thing that is keeping you from moving forward. So anything that is an obstacle in your way right now, whether that's self-limiting beliefs, something in your physical reality, right? Maybe it's a boss you're not getting along with, or a job that's not resonating with you anymore, or friends that you need to let go of, or behavioral patterns or addictions. Anything that is keeping you from moving forward, while I'm shaking this tambourine, you can envision that the tambourine is lifting those things out of your frequency, okay? Oh, I'm so glad that you're enjoying. I'm glad that you're enjoying the session. Thank you as well. Okay, so like I said, this is loud, so everybody may want to turn down their phone. I'll try and do it a little quietly. So this is Tambo. So Tambo is going to help us in removing these obstacles along with Ganesh, okay? So here we go. Thank you, Tambo, for coming in and joining us. All right, so now we're going to get into earth energy, because like I stated before, in order to ascend to the etheric, the galactic, the celestial, the further that you are grounded into the earth plane, the earth frequency, the higher that you can ascend, because we are human beings. We have a human physical body. And so the more that you are in your body, the more you can access, especially with your upper 3 chakras. The more you're grounded, the more you can open up here. So that's why we're going to start with earth energy. So today we're going to be calling in Mother Gaia, or Mother Earth. And we're going to be working with plant energy. Plants to me are also very, I wouldn't even say celestial, but very, very high frequency. They help us breathe. They help us thrive. They help us live. Like, they're so vibrant, and like that frequency. If you keep plants in your homes, you can also ask them to help you raise the frequency of your home, raise the frequency of your being. They're just such lovely beings to work with. And the more you work with them like they're conscious beings, the more that you can hear them and speak with them. And when you start doing that with your house plants, then you can move on and start doing it outside. Or some of you already do that. Some of you are attuned to plant frequencies like that. But your house plants are a great place to start. Give them a name. Start talking to them. Do nice things for them. Sing to them. Ask them when they need water. Like, they will speak with you. So you're gonna meet all of my lovely plant friends. And then we're gonna talk about trees for a second after that. So who wants to come in here first? All right, let's do Uma. They're also representative of air as well, because they help us breathe, but in this case we're doing earth energy. So this is Uma. This is my arrowhead plant. I named her Uma because I thought she was an ivy plant, and poison ivy is my favorite villain. But she's an arrowhead plant. But what I'm doing is I am projecting light language and Reiki behind them and like amplifying that. There is a, oh, fun. There's a U-Haul outside of my window right now with a giant dragonfly on the side of it, like a picture, which is representative of transformation, and a U-Haul is representative of new things. New energy, moving out to move in. I love when we get like sinks like that and that giant dragonfly on the side. Actually, maybe y'all can see it. Hold on. Ooh, can everybody see it? Cutie. Okay. So Uma, thank you, Uma. I have a bunch of them, so we're just gonna have them in the screen for a minute.
Workers' compensation insurance in 10 minutes or less.
We don't need workers' compensation insurance, but thank you. Or maybe we do. Okay, so these are new. Yeah, it's a big dragonfly. Yes, thank you, Nicole, for thank you, Uma. Okay, so these, I just got these recently. My son named them. So this is Bambussy and Bamboosy. He wanted to name them and they liked it, so Bambussy and Bamboosy. But bamboo are representative of luck And when you have two, when you have one, it's good for luck. And then when you have two, it's really good for representing love and bringing love into your life. Yes, he thought that was hilarious. And they did too, so it's okay. Oh, thank you for saying he picked great names. Yes, he's a comedian. But they are wonderful, wonderful plants. Plants also like being touched. Just like, you know, if you have puppies or kittens in your home or whatever animals that you have, like they also like physical touch. So if you put your hands on them, like at home, they really, really enjoy that, and they'll give you healing frequencies back. Okay, and then we can... Okay, thank you both. Thank you. All right. So this is a plant that I got yesterday. This is Marco. Marco is a succulent plant. Succulent and cacti, if you are an empath or a light worker, are so great because they're spiky, and that's representative of you holding good energetic boundaries with people and things. And so if you have cacti and succulent in your home, you can ask them to help you with protection and also holding boundaries. And so Marco is a new addition to the home. I saw him and I was like, oh, you need to come home with me. So this is, you can ask Marco to help you with those things too if you need some assistance. Oh, good. I'm glad that you're enjoying as well. Do you have a polo? What's a polo? V, or what do you mean by polo? All right. Thank you, Marco. Marco Polo. Oh, Marco, like Marco Polo, like the app? Oh, is it? Never mind. Woo! Okay. That went right over my head. That was so funny. Thank you. Oh, it's April Fool's too, by the way, for everybody. So watch out. Anybody trying to play some pranks on you. Not that you were, but that made me think of it. Let's see. Okay, oh, somebody said a joke. Hold on. If you were a security guard at Samsung, wouldn't that make you a guardian of the galaxy? That is hilarious. I love that. I'm gonna tell my son that joke. Thank you. He loves Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so this is Cactus Jones. Cactus Jones, if you can see him in here. So Cactus Jones, like I said, cactus are very good for protection and holding energetic boundaries with people. Cactus Jones is a character. He be kind of grumpy sometimes. I actually talked to the plant lady yesterday because he's a slow grower. And I was like, what can we do to help Cactus Jones get a little bigger? And she said some more sunlight would help him. Yeah, oh, thank you for saying you like the plant's names. Thank you. Sorry I called you grumpy. He just be like that sometimes, but it's okay. All right, Cactus Jones, thank you. If everybody can say a prayer over Cactus Jones and his growth, that would be great too. I feel like I wasn't giving him enough sun, so we're gonna definitely make sure that he gets more. Thank you, Cactus Jones. Okay, I have two more, or I have three more. Okay, this is Sassafras. It's not Sassafras plant. She just wanted to be called Sassafras. Thank you, Nicole. Cactus Jones says thank you to you too. This is Sassafras. Okay, so Sassafras joined the family yesterday as well. Reminds me of a grump old man. Yes. So Sassafras joined the family yesterday. A quick little funny story about her. So I was in the garden where this new garden that I went to, it's not called a garden, it's called a like botanical whatever. And so I picked her up like twice and I was like, oh, I don't need to get another one. And she like yelled at me and she was like, I need you to take me home. And I thought it was just me, whatever, but she was very adamant that I take her home. And as soon as I put her in the car, I could feel her like breathe easy. I don't know if something was going to happen to her or she just really wanted to be a part of the family. But I'm glad that she's with us. And And she is too. And that's the thing, like you gotta open up your perceptual awareness, starting with your own house plants, and then you can start hearing all types of other plants. But anyway, so Sassafras is coming in, and maybe she wanted to come help everybody heal today. But she's fun. She's like, she feels like grass. I think she is a type of grass. And so what I'm doing is I'm pulling from her frequency and pushing out and amplifying. So if you're suffering from like bronchitis or like sinuses, she's gonna help with that as well. Or congestion. She's telling me to tell everybody that. So, all right, thank you, Sassafras. All right, and then we have Big Barbara here. So everybody give me a second, because she is, oh, okay. So this is Barbara. She's very sassy. Barbara is a snake plant. And snake plants are also really good for air filtration. So if you have like a lot of like pets in your home, or maybe not the cleanest air, snake plants are great, especially to have in your bedroom, like while you're sleeping. Barbara loves to come in to the camera. She is a queen. And she loves being in the spotlight. Oh, let me fix my music here. Okay. Anyway, Barbara loves being in front of the camera. Hey, oh, Nicole, hey. She was like, hey. But snake plants, like I said, are really good for helping you breathe. And so if you need some better air quality, snake plants are great, and they're so easy to take care of. So easy to take care of. Cacti, succulents, and snake plants are the way to go if you're new to like plants. They're great. Okay. Yes, we love Barbara. Okay. All right. We're gonna put Barbara over here. Thank you, Barbara. Barbara said yas. All right. So I have one more plant. This isn't really a plant though. These are flowers that my friend got me the other day when she came to visit. And they're beautiful. Flowers are a little bit different than plant energy. They're very, not that plants aren't very vibrant, but these are great for helping your chakras. Especially like very bold color flowers are great for helping your chakra system. You can also ask them to help bring you a lot of balance and harmony and joy and peace and serenity. So I'll just bring them into the screen. And that's what I'm asking them to do, is help you with feelings of joy and like new sense of adventure. All right. Look how pretty they are. We'll do a little shaky dance. But you can see like very, very representative of our chakra system and how they open and bloom the more that you work with them. So having fresh flowers in your home lifts the frequency of your space so, so, so much. And you can ask them to do that for you too. Yes. Okay. So that is all of our plant healing. Some people are very attuned to plant frequencies. That's why I always like to include them as well, because just like some people are more attuned to crystal healing, some people more to affirmations, some people more to like spirit guides. So I like to do a mix for everyone. Some people are all things. Okay, so I'm going to talk about trees really quick, and then I'm going to take a quick restroom break since I've been in here for about an hour. So for trees are different energy than the plants and the flowers, even though they're all, you know, parts of nature. Trees are rooted. They're very good grounding energy, and so they are rooted into the heart of Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. They are very ancient, wise beings that have seen a lot of things. And so if you are wanting to dip into your soul contract or start working with your soul star chakra or your Akashic records, or just having a deeper connection with Mother Gaia. Also, if you have trouble grounding, like putting your bare feet on the earth is not enough, you have a lot of anxiety, going out and putting your hands on a tree will completely shift your energy. Or sitting with your back on one and asking it to help you, like, you have to talk to them like they're conscious beings, because they are. And so the more that you work with them and speak to them like that, the more that wisdom that they'll give to you and impart to you. And like, we are all one. Like, I am that plant, I am that tree, it is me. Like, we are all parts of the earth. We are all earth beings. And so you have to look at it as like, I'm talking to myself and myself is talking to me. And you have to treat them with respect, right? And so if you want to take your spiritual practice further, working with trees is a beautiful way to do that. And actually, I went on a hike the other day with my friend, and I read a past life of a tree for the first time, which was such a fun experience. Its previous incarnation, and it was the first time I had been able to do that before. And that's a great way to start reading auras as well. If you lay under a tree and try and read the tree's branch auras, like the color and the energy around it, that's how I started conceptualizing Reiki. I could, like, the first time that really sunk in for me is when I could see the tree's aura and its energy. And I was like, oh, okay. So if you really want to take it to the next level, trees are where it's at. Okay, so I'm going to take a pause here since it's been about an hour, and I'm going to use the restroom, but I'll be back in like 2 minutes if everybody wants to just like hang on tight for me. And then I will be right back. 1 moment. Okay, thank you everyone for holding for me. I appreciate you. I have to drink a lot of water before I do this. Also, when you're doing Reiki or like light language, a lot of that is circulated through your back right here, because that's where it comes up our spine. And so I had to roll my back on my back roller as well to like pop all my back. And it felt very good. So next what we're going to do, does anybody have any questions or comments about anything while I'm here taking a pause before we get flowing on the next thing here? I'm also going to spray some more protection spray and some moon water. I'm gonna spray this over my lovely plant friends as well. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to start working with sun and moon energy. So sun energy, we'll do sun first. Sun energy is directly correlated and connected to our solar plexus chakra. So our solar plexus chakra has a lot to do with our willpower and our determination, our get up and go. It's that divine masculine energy. That's where a lot of it is held. If you're a very like driven, determined person, like goal oriented, you probably have a very strong solar plexus chakra. Sometimes too strong. Sometimes we can be like too far into that type of energy, and we need a balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And when I say divine masculine and feminine, I don't mean female and male. In this case, this is inspired action, that type of energy, right? Not necessarily like a man energy. Let me get here. I also like to use this tapestry back here because halos are representative of divine messages, and so it's also like a projector from source. I'm trying to get it in the middle here. There we go. Okay, so I have a thing about like symmetry. So this is Himalayan salt, my Himalayan salt lamp. And so this is I'm going to project the Reiki into your solar plexus to help amplify and balance and heal and harmonize. I've been told my solar is blocked. That could be the case. We can get blockages in all of our chakras like that. And so if you pinpoint, like if you know which one you're blocked in, that helps alleviate a lot of it too, because then you can focus on one specifically. And there's lots of different things that you can do. You can do affirmations and listen to them before bedtime. Affirmations are great. You can wear the chakra color. Like yellow would be great for you to wear. You can eat yellow foods. Eating yellow foods or whatever chakra color foods helps reset them and gives them what they need to balance. You can also listen to solar plexus Reiki. There's lots of different Reiki practitioners on YouTube that have lots of different videos. And it's interesting, I felt that in my eye today, and it's all masculine energy. Yeah, if you're feeling blocked energy in your right eye, like I said, that's your masculine energy. And so if you have a solar plexus block, that makes sense as well. So I'm asking the sun, the more that you're out in the sun too, the sun is energy. Like all living things need the sun to get their energy, right? And so the more that you are out in the sun, you're just like a plant, okay? Like you need water, you need sunlight, you need air, like all of those things. The more you're out in the sun, the more energy that you'll get. And when you're out in the sun, like let's say that you're tanning or you're out like working in your garden, the sun is a conscious being, just like spirit guides. You can ask the sun to help you re-energize or help you with that determination, help you with your self-esteem, help you with confidence, help you being bold, help you being courageous. And then you can house it all up in your solar plexus chakra. And so you can hold on to energy too and utilize it when you need. Like you can hold energy in chakras. You don't have to just like have it coming in and out. Like if you have a meeting you need to go to, right, at work, maybe you're up for a promotion, go outside in the sun, ask the sun to give you that extra power, hold it in your solar plexus, and then ask it to be released right before you go into that meeting or whatever it is that you're doing. So right now what I'm doing is this is a representator of the sun. I also have the sunlight coming in here, but I'm asking the sun to channel through the Himalayan salt to everyone. Himalayan salt is also really good for helping you breathe. And it's also good it's a toxin remover. So if you put this in your bathtub and water's an amplifier, programmable, and you ask it to take away self-limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome, feelings of unworthiness, shyness, like if you're very shy and want to be like more, extroverted, your solar plexus and working with Himalayan salt is great. Like I said, it removes things, toxins that are physical, but also mental, spiritual toxins, emotional toxins. Okay. Thank you, sun energy. Okay, so with it being a new moon, my foot under here, we're going to be working with the moon energy. And the moon energy, we're going to be represented by this angel ore quartz. And so the moon is feminine energy. Would a salt lamp in my room have benefits? Absolutely. Yes. One, it helps you breathe and it helps you sleep. Like, I have one in my room and I keep it on while I'm sleeping, but it's also that toxin remover. So you can ask it. All of these things, plants, candles, crystals, whatever, it's all about intentions. They have their own healing frequencies, but then when you put your intentions behind that, it amplifies it. So you can say, Himalayan salt lamp, can you help pull away anything that's no longer serving me while I'm sleeping? Do you have a place you specifically buy from? Not from my salt lamp. I was gifted this salt lamp and I'm not sure where that person got it from. But there's lots of like ethically sourced places on Etsy. You just want to do your research, or go to like a local metaphysical store. Like, shopping locally is great. Like, that's great for, you know, instead of buying from like big box stores. Like, even though, you know, it might not be, I don't say the most ethically placed, because I don't know where they're getting their things from. Like, buying locally helps small businesses, so I always promote that as well. So female energy, feminine energy. So feminine energy is trusting the universe, trusting in source, trusting in divine timing, trusting in the flow of life, just letting things go as they may, right? And that's that play energy. That's that inner child type of magic and that whimsy. So it's very different from the masculine energy, but they're both needed. They're both beautiful in their own rights, okay? And the moon energy, and when I want to retract just a second when I was saying about the ethical, like, you want to buy ethically from everyone and everything, like, as much as you can. Sometimes you can't get like the origin point of things, and if it's that case, buying locally from someone, then like a big box store, that's what I meant. I didn't mind just like override on top of like ethically sourcing things. Just to clarify. So with the moon energy, so the moon has to do with our emotions. So that is directly correlated into our sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra is our emotional body. It's also our houser of where we birth things, not just children. It's where we birth our creations. It's how we bring life into things. And so like our imagination sits in our third eye, but we actually create and bring things into life through our sacral chakra. And so things that you can do for this are like singing and dancing and finger painting and blowing bubbles and jumping in puddles, like all of those like fun, whimsical, magical things help with your sacral chakra. Also, we are 70% water. The moon highly affects our physiology, our physical body, and so that's why sometimes we get those like heightened senses around the moon phases, because of how it affects water. And also, so like I said, you can make moon water and you can speak your intentions like into it before you place it out in the moonlight, and then the next day drink it, and then it'll help amplify those things in you. It helps restructure your DNA. So we are asking the moon to help us with processing our emotions. We are energy emotion. When we do not process our emotions, it gets stuck in our body and it crystallines and hardens, and that's how we get blocks in our chakra and blocks in our life. And so the more that you process those things and you let them run through you, and you look at them, and feelings and emotions just want to be seen, heard, and validated. And when you do that for them, and that's different than seeping in them and staying in those frequencies, but when you feel them and then are able to let go of them, that's when you start really making forward movement in your life. Because we are energy emotion. Emotions emotion. Okay. How can we get rid of self-limiting beliefs? Self-limiting beliefs, you can work with your third eye chakra, like doing any work, because that is your perception of self, or with your solar plexus. That's a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem, but self-limiting beliefs specifically come from your third eye and your root chakra, because root chakra is where deep childhood programming stuff has been put in. So working with those three can help you. Also, I'm a mindset coach. So if you need help busting through those self-limiting beliefs and you need somebody to like guide you on how to do that, that's a little deeper than what I'm doing right now. But you can always reach out to me and I can help you with that. That is one of my specialties. I went to school for psychology and I bring in the energy work with that as well, as far as like balancing and harmonizing your chakras. So we're going to work with this angel ore quartz here, and I'm going to run it over everyone's etheric body. You can see it has this beautiful like rainbow color. It's like very iridescent. Quartz are also amplifiers. And you can take them in the bathtub or the shower with you. Not all crystals. Some crystals are not good to go in the shower or the bathtub. But quartz you can take in there with you. And angel ore quartz comes in different, like I have this one, but then I also have this one. They have different looks to them. So we are infusing the goddess, the moon goddess energy. All right. So this moon water that I made yesterday, I poured some in this bowl here. And what I'm going to do, this is quartz. So clear quartz. So quartz is, like I said, a good amplifier. So I'm going to run this over everyone's etheric body. I'm going to dip it in the moon water, and so this will get us ready to start working in individual chakras, and so to help amplify that energy. What's everybody's favorite crystal? I would love to hear. Mine is amethyst. Amethyst is a great overall crystal. It helps with like so many things. All right. Selenite. Yeah, selenite's awesome. I love selenite. When I'm working with like clients and I'm opening their Akashic records, sometimes like the Akashic records are like such high frequency that you kind of get like, ooh, about your body. And so I always like hold on to my selenite while I'm working with them to help me ground further down. Ooh, green aventurine. Yes, we're going to be working with green aventurine and amethyst here in a second. I just got into crystals last week. And my first buy was an amethyst. Yay! Amethyst was actually my first crystal as well. Maybe that's why I'm partial to it, but it's a great overall crystal. Ooh, lapis lazuli. Yes. I need to get some lapis. Okay. Oh, malachite. Yes, I got some malachite. We're going to talk about malachite. Malachite is intense sometimes for people. Rhodonite. Rhodonite's really good too. I have a bunch of crystals, but I still want a bunch more. I'm always adding to my collection. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to work with money. So we're gonna talk about a goddess. Her name is Lakshmi. Lakshmi is over health, wealth, prosperity, and abundance, and she is Ganesha's mom. So I know everybody is always really big on wanting to bring more prosperity and abundance, but specifically this one's going to be about money. This one is like, we're doing overall manifestations today, but I wanted to spend a specific moment on that for anybody that's trying to bring more into their life. And I'm sorry about my throat. When I'm talking a lot, I've been talking for like an hour and 15 minutes. Sometimes I get scratchy, but that's okay. So this is Lakshmi. I'll show everybody a picture. Whoop. This is Lakshmi, and like she's the background of my phone. Sometimes when you're trying to connect with a guide or a spirit or send a master, teacher, guru, you can change the background of your picture of your phone to a picture of them, and it helps keep it in your subconscious mind and helps you connect with them. And so that's why she is on the background of mine. Okay, turn my music back on here. All right, so Lakshmi, we're asking Lakshmi to come in. And so I have a lot of little coins in here. Oh, Ganesh is on the back of your phone. Yay! I love Ganesh. We were working with him earlier. Hey, Sean. Glad to have you in here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I am going to pour these back and forth into my hand because one, that's really good for sound clearing. But we're going to imagine that our manifestations, our money, our abundance, our prosperity is raining down upon us into our now frequency, into our now reality, into our now paradigm, okay? So you can just envision that money is raining down on you. Lakshmi is sending it on your way. And I would love to hear what everybody's favorite affirmations for prosperity and abundance are. Like, you can be, I live in luxury. I am always receiving money. Being abundant and prosperous is my birthright. I saw one yesterday that said, I am the bag. Instead of like, I chase the bag or I track the bag, I am the bag. I am a money magnet, yes. So we are all receiving. You can also say, I am receiving, I am receiving, I am receiving. So feel free to share in the group. Sometimes that helps people get new affirmations for themselves as well. Yes, I am a money magnet. I have enough to provide for myself and my family. Yes, I would even amplify that and say I have more than enough. I have more than enough. So specifically talking about, I'm a money magnet. So specifically talking about money, if you feel like you never have enough money, that is a root chakra. If you feel like you have enough, but it's barely enough to get by, like you have just enough, that's you needing to work on your sacral chakra. I vibrate with the frequency of abundance. Yes. I love that one too. So something that has helped me is that one time I saw this video and it was talking about how you have to treat money like it's your friend. Like you have to treat it like it's a living, breathing consciousness and that it's one of your best friends. Like, how would you talk to money? Like, would you talk to money like, oh, I don't feel like you're ever there for me? Or, you know, you have to like treat it and like talk to it like that. Like envision it and embody, like give it a physical body and talk to it like that. Oh, you said yes, I just saw that. Yes, like give it a body, give it characteristics, like talk to it like it's your best friend and say like, I love hanging out with you so much. I love all of the fun experiences that we have when we're together. I am always trusting that you are going to be there for me. I know that you're always there for me. Ooh. All right, so we're going to thank Lakshmi for coming in and helping us with our prosperity and abundance today. And her son Ganesh for helping us remove those self-limiting belief obstacles. Money raining down on everyone. Oh, and it's 123 on my phone for anybody's into angel numbers. Or if you want to look up 123 when we get done here. Okay, so we're going to work with 2 crystals for manifesting. So I'm going to give everybody manifesting crystals that will help you. So this is green moss agate. So green moss agate is good for bringing in quick manifestations, like quick, smaller amounts of money, like quicker into your vibration, into your frequency. Okay. And then green aventurine, what we were just talking about, green aventurine is really good for like longer term investments. So this is like bigger planning, bigger manifestations that might take a little time to curate, if that makes sense. So those are 2 that you can use or work with. I don't like to say use, that you can work with to help you with your manifestations. So we're going to put these both over your etheric body, and you can keep them in your purse, you can keep them in your pocket, you can keep them in your book bag. If you're going in to ask about, you know, a raise at work, these would be great to have. Or if you are opening a savings account for something, like to go to Hawaii, these would be great to hold in your hand or take in your pocket while you do that. And thank you for all the likes, everyone. I appreciate it. It helps get more people in here so they can enjoy it as well. And if you follow me, I'll let you know when I do these in the future. And across all of my socials is Soulharmonyhealing. Sorry about my throat. And so I have lots of different Reiki videos on my YouTube. I have Angel Reiki, Dolphin and Whale Reiki, all different types. Elemental Reiki. Good morning. Hey Cheryl, good morning. Okay. So now we are going to get into all of our specific chakras. And we're going to be talking about, a lot of times people just know about the 7 chakras, like your root to your crown chakra. We're going to be talking about 12 transpersonal chakras. And so this goes outside of your physical body. These are chakras that are not housed within the physical self. These are outside, and then we'll talk about those. So if anybody wants to start working with those, you can. And before we do that, if you are enjoying this healing, please feel free to donate. There are donate buttons in my profile, and it helps me be able to do these more in the future. Or if you would like, you can follow me on all my socials, Soulharmonyhealing. The more people I have following me, the more I can extend these healings out to. Or if you would like a one-on-one session, I do Reiki healing sessions one-on-one. Those are different than what I'm doing now. I just like to tell people that beforehand. It's trauma, like healing work or shadow work, very deep cellular healing alongside energy healing. So it's like therapy and energy healing. So a lot of times people are like, oh, this is different than the Reiki I've received before. It's because I blend psychology and the therapy with the energy healing. So it's a little more intensive than what it is now, but it will help you move forward in life and help you through those blockages. I specialize a lot in like self-limiting beliefs, confidence, self-esteem, or like going through trauma work, anxiety and depression, because those are all things that I have lived through and experienced and healed and growing through right currently. And so that's what I love helping other people with. Okay, so first we're going to work with our Earth Star Chakra. So this one might be new to some people. Get some water here. So your Earth Star Chakra is located 12 inches below your feet. And this is your chakra that roots you into the heart of Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, kind of like when we talked about the tree energy earlier. So some people who are very etheric galactic beings, star seeds, everybody's a star seed, but some people have just been on Earth a lot longer. So if you are that type of energy, sometimes rooting through your root chakra is not enough. Sometimes you have to have like a very, very, very deep connection with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, because it can be very jarring for your system to come here in this incarnation. Because sometimes you don't even have a physical body where you came from before here. Or maybe you haven't had a physical body for long. And so it can make you feel very depressive because you're like, I don't like this meat suit. And so, so grounding with your Earth Star Chakra helps you remember what is in your soul contract and why you came here. And why you decided to incarnate. And so if you believe in like incarnation, soul contracts, Akashic records, if you want to develop your spiritual gifts, your upper 3 chakras, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, if you want to take that to another level, specifically people that are already on this journey, but they're like, I don't know how to progress, working with your Earth Star Chakra will accelerate that so much further. The further you ground into your human body experience in Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, the higher that you can ascend on the galactic etheric planes and speaking to spirit guides and ascended master teachers and gurus, because none of that matters if you aren't enjoying your human body experience, because that's what you came here for. And so like sometimes like life is hard, life is difficult sometimes, but there's also like things that only we could experience here. Like maybe there's a spiritual teacher named Wayne Dyer, and he said if we didn't have a human body, how could we experience chocolate cake? So maybe that's you petting your dogs. Maybe that's you having children. Maybe that's you seeing a sunrise or swimming with the dolphins. Like there's things that only you can do with a physical body. And so sometimes we like to disassociate and say like be up all in the ethers. And like that's great, but that makes a very messy 3D life. And so we got to reconnect into our body. And the Earth Star Chakra, I feel so much better talking about my Earth Star Chakra just now, cleared up my throat. like completely cleared up all that scratchiness I was talking about. And so our Earth Star Chakra is represented by the color magenta, black, or brown. And that's why I dyed my hair magenta, because it's the color of our Earth Star and Soul Star Chakra. But it's that very, very, very deep beyond type of grounding. If anybody wants an Earth Star Chakra meditation that helps you get into your soul contracts, you can message me at Soulharmonyhealing and I'll send it to you. It's so lovely. I went on some Native American lands and connected with the energy and then did this meditation and could read a lot more of my soul contract. I highly recommend. So I will send it to you if you want it. So for this chakra, we're going to be working with black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is really good for grounding and is a good protective stone. It helps make you feel more stable in your life. Okay, so I'm going to focus this on everybody's Earth Star Chakra here. There's lots of different YouTube videos on your Earth Star Chakra if that's something that you're new to. I can send you videos on all of these other chakras we're talking about, these 5 extra chakras. You can send me a message and I'll send them to you. I've watched a lot of videos. Some videos are more informative than others, but you know, you got to take everything like that. Like some things are more informative than others. Meditations are great. Like if you find meditations about Earth Star, Soul Star, Stellar Gateway, Causal Chakra, High Heart Chakra, like guided meditations are great for those. Okay, so the affirmation that I'm going to speak into your Earth Star Chakra is you are rooted and grounded into Mother Earth. So like I said, take that if it resonates with you. You are rooted and grounded into Mother Earth. You are rooted and grounded into Mother Earth. Okay. And then I have this little Ganesh bell, if everybody can see, Ganesh. And so I ring this to encapsulate everything into each one of your chakras. All right. So the next one that we're going to be doing, this is our root chakra. This is your I am chakra. This is the red one. So this is at the pelvic area of your body. Your root chakra is the most important chakra to work with to help forward movement in your life. It is your foundation. It is where all the self-programming, self-limiting beliefs, all of those things were initially put in. This is your feelings of safety, securedness. This is grounding energy. Like root chakra is so important. If you're just starting out your chakra system research, root. The most important one, because it dictates how all of the other chakras responds and how they grow and how they function. So root chakra. This is, ooh, let me start my music over. This is Dragon's Blood Jasper. You can get lots of different types of jasper. I just kind of like upgraded from my red jasper to Dragon's Blood Jasper. That was more in resonance with my frequency and I feel like what's out in the collective right now. And so the affirmation that I'm going to speak into your chakra is you are safe, secure, and loved. And if you want to affirm that in the comments, you can as well. Like affirming things either verbally or scripting, writing, helps solidify that into your chakra system, into your paradigm, into your reality. Like there's writing things out because that's taking your energy in your body and bringing it out into matter. Just like voicing those things. It's a way for your subconscious to solidify those into your, like way deep in there. That's that programming recalibration. You are safe, secure, and loved. You are safe, secure, and loved. And it kind of looks like an arrowhead. And I got this on the way to the Native American mounds that I went to go visit, which I thought was very synchronistic. That is shaped like an arrowhead. Okay. All right, so next we're going to be working with our sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra, that is the orange one. That is the I feel. The I feel chakra, that is our emotional body, that is our creativity, our inspiration. It is our pleasure chakra. That is where we birth things into life, whether it's children or whether it's your ideas, your inventions, like whatever it is that you're trying to bring life into, your art projects, your music projects, like that all comes out through your sacral chakra. So also I wanted to say with your root chakra, the expansiveness of your root chakra is grounding. The constrictedness is fear. So root chakra, fear. A healthy root chakra is groundedness. So with the, excuse me, I've been talking a long time. So with the sacral chakra, the expandedness is pleasure and the constricted is guilt. So guilt, pleasure. So that's if you have a blocked up sacral and if you have an expansive sacral chakra. So for this one, because it's our emotional body, us feeling into things, this is also like your sexuality, your sensuality, not always like outside of yourself though. That's like your internal personal power. And that's where a lot of your divine feminine energy is held within. That connects you to the moon. So for this, we're going to be using rose quartz. We're going to talk about malachite. Rose quartz and malachite are like two great things to help with like love energy and your emotions. Rose quartz is that softer type of energy, not so like in your face. Soft energy. So rose quartz is great to help with your sacral chakra. So the affirmation that I'm going to speak into your sacral chakra is you embrace your emotions. You embrace your emotions. You embrace your emotions. Like I said, if anybody has any questions or comments or anything, please feel free. I'll read them while we go along here. Yes. Josie, I embrace my emotions. Yes. Bobby, embrace your emotions. Yes. I am embracing my emotions. I like that one too. You embrace your emotions. Like I said, there's a big power in scripting and like writing those things out or saying those things out loud. Like it brings that stuff out of like a concept idea or out of your body and puts it into the unifying field, into matter, into law. It's not existent. So if you're driving around, you can say these affirmations too out loud. All right. So next we're going to be talking about our solar plexus chakra. So our solar plexus chakra, that has a lot to do with our divine masculine energy. That is our I do chakra. That is inspired action. That is confidence, self-esteem. That's our willpower. That's how we show up in the world. And so like I said, divine feminine energy is needed just as divine masculine energy. Like that's where manifestations happen. Like the cross between the two. Like you need both, right? Like you need to trust and you need to take action. You need to go with the flow and like show up. Right? And that's where it meets up and it comes into life. And so this one has a direct correlation with the sun as well. And so like if you're needing some extra for like a project or going in and asking about a promotion, or you want to have that fuel, like your desire, your passions, like your solar plexus is great for that. Okay. And so the expansiveness is willpower. The constrictedness is shame. So willpower and shame. Okay. And then for the crystal, this is tiger's eye. And the reason I'm saying these two is so that you can better identify, like if you're having things that you're working through or growing through, like fear, shame, guilt, all of these things, like this will give you a better concept of like which one to pinpoint focus on to help you with those things. So this is tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is great for confidence and self-esteem and like that determination feeling. And so I'm going to focus this on solar plexus, and the affirmation I'm going to say is you are courageous and bold. And so feel free to put that in the chat if you like. You are courageous and bold. You can say, I am courageous and bold if you like. But I will be saying, you are courageous and bold. Yes. Bobby, I am courageous and bold. Yes, Josie. Yes, I am courageous and bold. Yes, I love it. I am courageous and bold, especially with this Aries energy. If you need help with imposter syndrome or how you see yourself, like that get up and go, that willpower, determination, like your drive, the Aries energy that we're in right now is to help you move into that. And so you can ask the moon, ask Aries energy to help you move forward in that area of your life. Okay, so next we're going to be moving into our heart chakra. So your heart chakra, that is the green one. So your heart chakra is love of self, love of others. That's you really feeling into your heart's like desires, like your passions, like what you want to achieve in this lifetime. It's also forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others, compassion. Okay, the expansive side of your heart chakra is love, and the constricted side is guilt. So if you have a lot of guilt, that is in your heart chakra, but the expansive side is love. And so and this is the I love chakra, I love. And so this is green fluorite. There's rainbow fluorite, there's different types of fluorites. This is specifically green fluorite. You said, that's me, I'm an Aries. If you're a fire sign, because it's Aries, it's going to be even more magnified for you, even more amplified for you, this energy. Okay. All right. So the affirmation I'm going to speak into is, you love yourself through and through. You love yourself through and through. You love yourself through and through. So fluorite, green fluorite specifically, is really good for helping you with your immune system, and it's also good for letting go of feelings of guilt and like seeing past those things. You love yourself through and through. Yes. Yes, the wife of Dale the Big Guy. I like that username. Yes, you love yourself through and through. And while we're on the subject of affirmations, so there's a gentleman named Shaman Durek, and he was saying that, when we're children, and that's when our programming gets put in, like all of those like self-limiting beliefs, doubts, like a lot of that's where that spurs from. We don't hear I am affirmations. Like we don't hear like I am beautiful, I am creative, I am inspired, like all those things. We hear you are from other people. Like you are talented, you are smart, you are, or negative ones, right? And so if you can find you are affirmations, right? That people didn't notice before. And that's because their third eye is opening up. And so if you have self-limiting beliefs about yourself, that is also an illusionment, because that is not you at a soul core level. And so if you're having those things, your third eye is great to work on for that. That is the I see chakra. Some people say it's purple, some people say it's indigo. There's a kind of crossover in between your crown and your third eye for the colors. But whatever resonates with you. So the expansive side of the third eye chakra is insight. And then the constricted side is illusion. Insight, illusion. Okay? So what we're going to use for that, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to use amethyst. You can use any amethyst. This is dream amethyst. I really like this one, but you don't have to use dream amethyst. But amethyst is really good for if you experience anxiety. It's a calming stone. It's also good for your autoimmune. It's good for, or your immune system is what I meant. It's good for your immune system. It's good for helping you develop your spiritual and psychic gifts. But if you are a little trepidatious about stepping into spiritual gifts, like this will help ease that and not make it so like intense. And so amethyst is great for that. So the affirmation that I'm gonna say, and that you can say as well, is you have a bright imagination. You have a bright imagination. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. I appreciate you so much for saying that. She said, I find her content very helpful and informative. Thank you. You have a bright imagination. You have a bright imagination. And like I said, if you're watching this in the future, even though it's under a new moon that I'm doing this in the Aries energy, all of that energy that we did here is going to be encapsulated like a timestamp, and so you'll still receive that. Even if you rewatch this or watch it in the future, it'll still be encapsulated for you. Reiki spans across all space, time, and dimensions. Okay. Yes, thank you for the follows. If you follow me, it lets you know when I do these in the future. I do lots of different things. I do oracle cards, Reiki, spiritual chats. I do podcasts on here. I also have a cool podcast, Soul Sessions, where I interview woo galactic spiritual beings. And so those are all on my YouTube too, all the episodes. I just did one with my friend Tracy about shadow work. There's a link to that in my bio as well, like all of the episodes, if anybody wants a podcast to listen to. All right, let me drink some of my tea here. Okay, so next we're going to do our crown chakra. So your crown chakra has to do with feeling into source, like knowing that there's something beyond you, something taking care of you, something guiding you, something protecting you, something leading you, right? You don't have to have that. You don't have to insert God there if you don't want. If that's not your vibe, you can insert a source, unity consciousness, whatever you want that to be for you. But that's like you knowing that you're not alone. That's also you being tapped into the collective. That's you knowing that I am you and you are me. We are all reflections of one another. So that's if you believe that we're all one source point and we're all different perspectives of source experiencing itself, that's crown chakra energy. Okay, so again, this can be seen as white energy, indigo energy, violet energy. A lot of times people say third eye is indigo and crown chakra is, violet. So it just depends on your vibe. So this is the I know chakra. And so for this chakra, the expansive side is cosmic energy, and then the constricted side is ego attachment. So ego attachment is like, I'm out here on my own and I have to make everything happen by myself. And like, that is only sustainable for so long sometimes. But that is like you being too deep in your human body experience and saying like, oh, that's all there is. And if that's your belief, that's totally okay. I'm not trying to go against your beliefs value system. Just from where I'm at, that is like being too in the 3D and not realizing that you also have an energy body that far is beyond this human body experience. So that helps you tap into those type of energies. Yes, this feels like a podcast. Love listening while I work. I'm glad that you're enjoying. It is very like podcast-esque. Podcast and healing. Informative and healing. So for our crown chakra, we are going to use obsidian. This is a cute little heart obsidian that my friend gifted me with. So obsidian is a very grounding stone, and I know that this is more like woo energy, right? Spiritual energy, but you, like we talked about, you can only go up so high as deeply as you ground in. And so this is also really good for helping protect you on the astral and the etherical planes if you're doing psychic spiritual work, right? And it also helps you tap into the collective grid as well if you're a grid worker. Okay, so the affirmation that I'm going to speak into this is, you are connected to all things. You are connected to all things. Hello, hello. You are connected to all things. Yes, I am connected to all things. I am connected to all things. You are the trees, you are the bees, you are the rock, you are the water, you are me, and I am you. We're connected to all things. You are the teacher, you are the ascended master, you are the guru. We're all different flavors of each other, if that makes sense. All source experiencing itself. Okay, so the next ones we're going to talk about, we have 3 more before we get into some super fun activities here. I know this is fun too, but something different. So we're going to talk about our causal chakra. So your causal chakra sits above your crown chakra, and it's like a little further back right here, and it is like your own personal mini moon, and it's a lot of that moon energy again, that divine feminine energy, like our sacral chakra, and that's where you tap into the angel realms and the unicorn realms. That's dolphin and Reiki and fairy energy. Fairy energy is also like earth energy, but it's also that type of like high frequency vibration. That's like if you do angel work, causal chakra. And so with this is also where we receive light codes and light language. Like it comes out through our high heart chakra, but we receive it through the causal chakra. Also, if you're into working with ascended masters, teachers, gurus, guides, spirit, all of those things, if you work with your causal chakra, it's a filter so you can hear them more clearly. That is like your transceiver chakra. Okay. Bonnie Hunt. I don't think I know who Bonnie Hunt is. I think I do, but I can't remember. But I'm going to look it up after I get done here. I'm going to write it down. Thank you. So your causal chakra. It is a portal to the angel and unicorn realms. If you want to learn more about that, she's off of Jumanji. Oh, like the original Jumanji? Like Jumanji 1? Or not Jumanji 1, but like the older one. So your causal chakra, or what women think. So your causal chakra, what was I going to say? Hold on. Who am I trying to think of? I can't remember. Okay, Diana Cooper. Diana Cooper on YouTube, she does so much work with like causal chakra and like the unicorn energy, angel energy. Like she is a wonderful, wonderful resource if you're wanting to work with your causal chakra. Okay, so causal chakra, the crystal that we're going to use here. Oh, let me start my music over again. Is Angel Ore Quartz. We're going to have another Angel Ore Quartz. And the affirmation that I'm going to speak into your chakra is, you are a channel of divine light. You are a channel of divine light. Oh, I know who that is. I guess I do look like her, don't I? That's funny. Thank you for that observation. You are a channel of divine light. I'm going to look up some pictures of her again when I get done here as well. You are a channel of divine light. I've heard Hayden Pantier. I've heard that before. They look like her. You are a channel of divine light. You are a channel of divine light. All right. So next we're going to talk about our soul star chakra. So your soul star chakra, you got your crown chakra, your causal chakra, and then you have your soul star chakra. That is the seat of your soul. That is how you fit into the DNA blueprint of this human experience. That is where your Akashic records is held, if you're into that, or your soul contract, that's where it's held. Also where your psychic and spiritual gifts, that's where it's held. It projects out of your third eye chakra, but it's housed in your soul star chakra. The color is magenta. There's lots of different ways that you can work with it. Guided meditations, getting into your own Akashic records, looking up soul contracts. That's like what you incarnated here on this human body experience for. Okay, that's also like where you can get into like other incarnations outside of the human experience. Okay, so your soul star chakra, we are going to use malachite, because malachite is a transformational crystal. It's really good for heart healing, but it can be kind of like intense for people sometimes. So sometimes you want to pair that with rose quartz. And I'll do that for everybody just in case the malachite's too intense for some people. But it brings things to the forefront. Like it draws things out so you can take a look at it, a better like microscopic look at things. And so for this specifically, what I'm intending though is so that you can see your spiritual and psychic gifts and your soul contract. So that's what I'm asking the malachite to do for everyone. Just heads up, because some people are like, ooh, malachite's really intense. But this is just so you can see that with a better eyes view, but I'll pair it with the rose quartz so it's not too intense. So the affirmation I'm going to speak into it is, you are in tune with your gifts. 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 I feel like somebody's is like opening up right now. You are in tune with your gifts. And sometimes just hearing about these chakras will start that like lotus flower opening up of them too. All right. And now we're going to move on to our stellar gateway chakra. So your stellar gateway chakra is the beyond. It is the I am. It is you as source, like beyond all of the incarnations. Like that is where you soul sparked, like your very first incarnation into like a form. But that is beyond everything. That is super high frequency, like source energy, source light. That's very rainbow-esque energy because it's all the chakras, all the colors, like everything together. Oh, thank you for that. That's beautiful. That was so beautiful. And it's so funny you sent that because it's also the gold chakra. It is golden light energy. And so you just sent like the golden lights. That was a beautiful synchronicity. Thank you. So that is the I am everything. I am the celestial being. I am a divine creator. I am in charge of my life and my incarnations, and I can make reality whatever I want it to be because I am source. That is the beyonds. Okay, so for this one, we are going to use Peacock Ore because it's that rainbow color, and it's also good. And I know, there we go. So Peacock Ore. So this is really good for you realizing that you are that celestial being that's beyond this human incarnation or all incarnations. You being the source point spark. Okay. So for this one, the affirmation I'm going to speak into your chakra is you are all that is. 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 All right. also, like I said, if anybody wants more information or like videos on the Earth Star Chakra, High Heart Chakra, Causal Chakra, Soul Star Chakra, Stellar Gateway Chakra, I have an email that I send out to people that has all of them included. You can reach out to me on Soulharmonyhealing on my Instagram, like send me a direct message, and then I'll send you the videos. Because it took me a long time to research all of them, and I had to watch like so many videos. So I want to save you some time and energy if I can. Okay. So now I got a couple more things for everybody before we finish up here. So let me drink some of my tea. Oh, you're welcome. Like I said, this will be up on YouTube later too, because I've been in here for like 2.5 hours now. So I know some people had to pop in and pop out. So this is Naga Champa sage, and so this is going to help encapsulate everything that we just did into your chakra system, and it's going to bring everything into balance and harmony. So this is really going to like solidify everything inside, and so that you can carry this with you, not just in this session, but like moving forward. And so I'm going to place this over everyone, and it takes me a second to get it going, so one moment. And I just got this yesterday. I was very excited. It smells great. I was like, oh, it helps with all 7 chakras. Or all your chakras. It said 7 chakras, but it helps with all your chakras. In this case, 12 chakras. Oh, thank you for saying you like my energy. I appreciate that. That's like the best compliment I can get, because it's like you seeing someone on like their soul level, right? Like their essence. So we are encapsulating everything, all of the healing that we just did together into your chakras. Infinite energy, infinite abundance, infinite prosperity. Okay. So, now we're going to do a couple more things before we finish up here. All right. And for everybody that has enjoyed this healing, if you would like to donate so I can do these more in the future, there are links in my bio for my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. I also do one-on-one Reiki healing sessions. They're a little different from what I'm doing right now, just to preface, because it's therapy, psychology work, and energy work. So that's like going very deep in your energy body and pulling up all of that stuff that is keeping you from moving forward in whatever area that means for you. And so I always like to preface that, because my lives are a little bit different, because those are generalized healings for more like topical things going on, right? And so if you're interested in that, there are links in my bio that says one-on-one healing sessions. I also do a lot of other cool things. And on my YouTube channel, I have lots of different Reiki videos posted. I have a podcast on there. I talk about subconscious work, mindset shifts, like all the fun healing things. So yes, let's see. So we are going to work with angel energy, and the angel that we are calling in today, this is Holy Amethyst. So Holy Amethyst is the twin flame to Archangel Zadkiel, and they, alongside Saint Germain, he is also a keeper of the violet flame, but the angels who are keepers are Holy Amethyst and Archangel Zadkiel. And the purple flame is the highest transmuter of lower, denser energies. The highest light transmuter. Transmuter. And so we are asking Holy Amethyst to come in and help us release anything that is no longer serving us. Any self-limiting beliefs, any health issues, any imposter syndrome, anything that is causing us anxiety, depression, relationships that are no longer serving us, anything that is keeping you from moving forward in your life. Holy Amethyst is coming in, and she is going to help us release those things. And specifically, I also, because it's a manifesting moon, and it's a lucky moon, I am going to work with the angel number 888, and I'm going to impress that into your chakra system, and so that you can come away from this feeling more abundant, more prosperous, bringing more of that into your vibration, into your frequency. That is angel number 888. And I'm going to use my Selenite wand, because it's a very high vibrational crystal, that angel type of energy. And so I'm going to read you the bit at the bottom too. It says divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Again, with the amethyst energy. Love amethyst. So like I said, if this resonates with you, take it. If not, that's okay. You have willpower over your own body. If you want to remove this at any time, you can. Okay, but this is like a light code that I am putting into your etheric body. And if you don't want it, you can say skip. Okay, so we're going to do 3 times. We're going to do 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. Great. All right, so now if you want to manifest things, the best way to do that, or one of the best ways to do that, is to come from a state of gratefulness and gratitude. That is such a high vibration, high frequency, and when you are coming from that, that pulls in manifestations. And you shouldn't do it just to get manifestations. Like, you should be grateful. But when you're in that type of frequency, your manifestations come in so quicker and so much bigger, because you're putting out into the universe, like, I'm so happy for the things that I have. Please bring me more of that feeling. Please bring me more peace and serenity, because that's something that I already feel. And when you already embody the emotion behind your manifestations, that is when the universe brings you more, because the universe works like an algorithm. What you put out into the universe is what you get more of, or what you bring into your paradigm, your reality, like into your subconscious, you get more of. Put in, put out. And so if you're in that elated state of gratefulness and joy and peace and serenity and happiness and all of those things with what you already have, the universe is like, let me bring you more. Because I see that you like that. Right? And so I want to ask everybody in the chat, and this is going to help solidify that even more. Sorry about my pug barking in the background there. What you are grateful for in this moment right now. The first thing that comes to your mind. What am I grateful for in this moment right now? I am grateful for my pug barking in the background, because he is a protector of our space. So I am most grateful for Mr. Pugs, my sweet little bug, my protector man. He thinks he is a Rottweiler. He is a sweet boy. He's been with me for a very long time. We have been through a long journey together. Family, that's beautiful. Health, beautiful. I love it. I am grateful that I am doing art. Yes. Expression of your soul. I am grateful for my family. I am grateful for a sunny day. Yes, I had a beautiful sunny day yesterday, and it made me feel great. I'm grateful for comfort. Grateful for life in general. Yes. Grateful for this incarnation. Grateful for this perception. Like, you're only going to experience life through this lens. One time. It's going to be different next time. And so I love that. Thank you everyone for sharing. That's absolutely beautiful. And look, it lifted everybody's vibration and frequency. Like, I know I can feel it, but sharing that with other people too, like your blessings, helps raise other people up too, and it raises you up. So thank you for everyone that shared. I appreciate it. Made me feel good. Okay, so we're going to be working with another celestial energy. This is Peggy. Peggy is my unicorn. Grateful for the sunshine. Grateful for my best friend. Yes. So Peggy is going to help us with our wish today, because today is a wishing moon. It is a special day. It is sun and moon are in conjunction with one another in the same degree, in the same sign. So today is a great day for that. Grateful for everything. I can't think of one. That's okay too. You can be grateful for everything. So we're gonna give Peggy our wish, but we're gonna do something a little bit different. So when we are wishing for something and manifesting something, sometimes that's pushing it down further, because it's like we don't already have it. And so we're going to do a little exercise together. And so instead of a wish, we're going to thank Peggy for bringing us, like, we already have it. Like, Peggy's already brought it to us. And so I want you in your mind to think about what you are trying to bring in, what you're trying to manifest, what you want in your reality, whether that's health, wealth, whatever it is for you, right? Getting married, having kids, whatever it is. So I want you to think about that manifestation, and I want you to think about how you would feel if you had that right now. So maybe that's you feeling peace. Maybe that's you feeling serenity. Maybe that's you feeling freedom. Maybe that's you feeling expansive. Maybe that's you feeling harmony. Maybe it's you feeling blessed. Think about that emotion. What would you feel? So if you can embody those emotions before that thing comes in, that's what collapses the timelines faster. That's what brings your manifestations in, because it's like you're already there. You're already living in that frequency, living in that moment, right? And so the universe is like, okay, like I'll bring you a lot more of that, because obviously that's a feeling you like having. And so we're asking Peggy to help amplify that feeling for you. Okay, so whatever that feeling is, we're asking Peggy to help amplify that feeling. Grateful for my inner strength to get through this workday. Yes. Use some of that sun energy we were talking about earlier. Ask the sun to come in and help you. Power through. So Peggy is amplifying our manifestation energy. We already got it. It's already here. We are already living in that frequency, in that emotion. Peggy has already brought it to us. This is that very magical, whimsy, synchronistic type of energy. I love unicorns. All right. Thank you, Peggy. All right. So lastly here, we're going to work with, this is the last element for the day. We're going to be working with air. And I have this beautiful goose feather. And so I found this near my lake, and I work with it with my clients. It's so much fun to work with. So like airy fairy. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be brushing that emotion into the unifying field, into source, into the universe, and intending that it sends you more of that. So we're brushing it out and bringing it in, brushing it out and bringing it in. Kind of like that algorithm that we talked about, like TikTok, Instagram. You like certain things, you get more of it. Peggy says you're welcome. And thank you too. I heard her say, make sure you tell them thank you. So whatever that emotion is that you're feeling, that you're embodying underneath the manifestation, right? Because that's what we really want. We want whatever that feeling, that emotion is. So we're brushing that and we're bringing it in. And we're brushing it and we're bringing it in. We're brushing it and we're bringing it in. So maybe that's joy, peace, serenity, happiness, freedom, expansiveness, harmony, bliss, magic, whimsy, whatever that means for you. Oh, thank you for the roses. That was very sweet. Thank you. And it is 2:22 my time, and so that is right place, right time for the angel number. And so working with angel energy here, and so we will wrap it up on 2:22. So I want to thank everyone for coming to this healing session. I know it is very long. Some of you have been here the whole time for the whole 2.5 hours. So again, twos. So I appreciate you. Oh, thank you so much. That was so sweet. Thank you. So this is always such a beautiful experience for me as well, because we are all coming together for this. Oh, thank you. Queen. Thank you. We're all coming together for this collective experience. And so it's not just me healing, it's you healing me and me healing you and you healing everyone here and everybody who will be watching this and experiencing this. Like, this is unity consciousness. This is everybody coming together to make forward movement and positive shifts in their life, raising your vibration, raising your frequency. This is unity consciousness. This is unity love here. And I appreciate, I'm about to tear up. I appreciate everyone so much and love all of you so much. I love doing these because it heals me, it heals you, we heal each other. Thank you for that crane. That was so cute. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love like little origami. Oh, thank you for the wishing bottle. Wishing day. So also I wanted to say that some other things that I have. My friend Ray and I are opening a spiritual gift school to help teach people these things and mentor and give guidance. Oh, thank you. And so if you're wanting to learn about all the things that I've been talking about, and you're welcome, we are going to have that open in about 2 weeks. You can subscribe. There's an email in my bio, and so to let you know when we get open. We also have a free Facebook group, and it's called Journey to Awakening with Brittany and Ray, and there's a link in my bio, and we just went over all the chakras. We went over how to work with and trust your intuition. We went over, we're starting to go over the clair, like the clair psychic abilities and how you can develop them. And so that is like, we're pouring tons of resources in there for everyone. Thank you, Sean. Yes, there's lots of information. And then for the spiritual gift school, that is more like coaching with me and Ray and one-on-one interaction. And we'll have guest speakers and guest teachers. And it's more like helping you develop on a more like intensive level, if that makes sense. I have a YouTube podcast. It's called Soul Sessions. There is a link in my bio for all the episodes. I just did one with my friend Tracy on shadow work. Everybody's most fun topic. But I talked to a lot of like woo, galactic, spiritual, also like psychology based beautiful beings, and we just go over like so many different topics in spirituality and psychology. I do Reiki sessions one-on-one. Like I always like to stipulate, they're different than what I'm doing now. They're more intensive. It's therapy and energy work. I do Akashic record readings. That's like reviewing your soul contract, karmic lessons, karmic cycles, how to get out of behavioral patterns, how to talk to your spirit guides. I do soul retrievals, past version healing. I'm a mindset coach. So if you are having struggles with self-limiting beliefs, I can help with that too. I have ADHD and I'm a manifesting generator. So I align with a lot of people that pick up so much stuff and they feel guilty and shameful over like bouncing around to so many different things. But that's just how we function. And so I help empower you, empower you into knowing that that is actually a gift and a blessing and how to utilize that for your benefit. Oh, thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you. I also love working with light workers and empaths and starseeds. We function differently because we pick up on everything from everyone. And I teach people how to hold good boundaries, shielding and clearing, how to spot gaslighting, how to mitigate relationships with narcissists, how to turn down your light field so you're not getting paranoid when you're going out in the world and people are always staring at you, how to not read everybody's subconscious thoughts because we don't need to be doing that all the time, how to not take on people's energy. If that's something that you need help with as well, I have free resources for that too. Like if you a one-on-one session's not viable for you, like that's okay too. I have a light workers class in my bio. There's actually 2 parts, and I go very in depth about empaths, light workers, and starseeds and how to mitigate your energy. If you are one and those are things that you need to work on, and when you start doing that, it will change your life. It changed mine. I was so anxious and depressed, like very deep, dark depression and anxiety. And when I realized I was an empath and what that means, that like completely changed how I function. But there's tons of, also I was going to say, there's tons of resources online for that. You don't have to do it through me. But there's also, I have an email where I have like 15 different videos on empaths with boundary shielding and clearing, and how to be an empowered empath. And if you want the email with all the resources, I'll send that to you too. you can reach out to me on Soulharmonyhealing, my Instagram, and I'll email it to you. Just type me up like a little message, like, you said you have this. Or anything that I talked about, the Earth Star meditation, information about the chakras, whatever you might need. Just message me there, and then I'll get back with it, or you can email me. Do they have certificates? They do not have certificates because I'm not really coming from like that type of space. It's more like me just imparting my knowledge. It's not like a certificate. I might do that one day. I'm stepping more into like the teacher mode right now, and I do want to start getting into that, especially with like workshops, but they're not necessarily certificates. It's just here's the things that I have learned and researched that might help you on your journey. And I do a lot of psychology work too, so if that's your vibe, or you like both of them, because both of them are really needed, because we're human beings with human bodies and physiology and human brains, but then we're also etheric galactic energy beings. That's a lot of what I do, is like bridge point those two things, because both are needed in my opinion. And like I said, this will be up on YouTube later, and so if you want to watch the first bit you can, and everything's encapsulated. So even if you're watching this, if you find this on YouTube and you're watching it a year from now, it will still encapsulate this Aries new moon energy for you. Okay, that's me. I'm a psychic sponge, which is why I'm a hermit. Yes, a lot of times light workers, empaths, star seeds hermit a lot, because it's very difficult to be out in public around a lot of different energies, a lot of different beings, a lot of different bodies, especially because there's a lot of global energy going on right now that's very heavy, transversing through, and so that's why boundary shielding and clearing is so important. Also, if you want to learn how to read your energy, I can teach you how to read Oracle and Tarot cards. That's a lot of how I started, is Oracle and Tarot cards. I'm more Oracle card based though. But if you need help with that, I can help as well. That's a great place to start. If I'm going to recommend anything to anybody, get you a deck of Oracle cards, and that is an external representation of your internal energy. Like, it's a way to read yourself. You can do tarot cards. Tarot cards are great for people that are more like logically, analytically based minded, because it has a very direct message with each card, like what they mean. Oracle is more like creative, imaginative, because it's like up to interpretation. There's some more like leeway, and so some people function better that way, me. And so those are great. And chakras. Chakras. Like, I wish that I had, like, I went a different route, and I started with the Akashic Records, and then I got into chakras, and everything happens for a reason. But if I was going to recommend for anybody, you working with your chakras and working on them individually and then as a whole, that will progress you down your spiritual journey and your spiritual path and your spiritual gifts and abilities faster than anything. Like, way accelerate. Because at the end of the day, like, your chakra system, like, that is your energy body. Can chakra work help with grief? Absolutely. Absolutely. Specifically your heart chakra. If you're experiencing a lot of grief, your heart chakra is the houser. That's where grief is held, that energy. And so anything you can do Reiki. You can watch Reiki practitioners. And I want to say something about Reiki practitioners or light language practitioners. So sometimes, I'm going to go on a little tangent. So sometimes people will say, well, I tried to watch Reiki or light language and it didn't do anything for me. So one, you have to be attuned to that frequency. Like, if you had told me about Reiki and light language like 10 years ago, I'd have been like, you're wackadoo. Right? Like, but then also on top of the other side of that is different Reiki practitioners and light language practitioners project different types of energy. Like, I might not be the practitioner for you because I project a certain frequency. Just like with the Akashic Records. Like, I may not be the Akashic Record reader for you because I read them in a very specific way. So if you're watching YouTube videos or TikTok Reiki practitioners, find one that makes you feel good in your body. There's so many of them, and they all feel vastly different from one another. So that means you may have to try different ones. Okay, and if you're going to fall asleep to Reiki, I always recommend listening to it a little bit beforehand, like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and making sure that it's aligned with your frequency before you fall asleep to it. Not that it's going to hurt you, but it's not going to do anything for you if you're not vibing with it. So different frequencies, different people, different practitioners. So try several out before you just kind of like say, oh, it's not for me. Where do you go to find all this knowledge? These are things I never heard of but want to explore. Just to be very transparent, I have spent thousands of hours doing that research because like since I was like young. Like that's what I do in all my free time. I am like a seeker of knowledge, a seeker of wisdom, a seeker of like new things. And so like I've watched thousands of hours of psychology and chakras and Akashic records and so like research. So much research. And then you just start expanding on it. And then I'm a practitioner of those things. So I, do that for a living. Like this is what I do for a living. So I get like experience-based learning too. Like every time I read somebody or do work with somebody, like it takes my knowledge and wisdom to a deeper level energy-wise, not just what I learned on the internet or from other people, if that makes sense. I really love your guides on Facebook. You and Ray started. It's filled with information. Highly, I think you're saying recommend. Thank you. Thank you. We love having you in there too. Like, I didn't know about guides until we started the Facebook group, and I was like, oh, this is so helpful to like break everything apart. And like I said, if you join the Facebook group, we have root chakra and a whole bunch of resources, sacral chakra, a whole bunch of resources, crown chakra and a whole bunch of resources. It's very clearly like set out, and we do lives in there. It's fun. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you. Does anybody else have any questions or comments or anything before I hop up here? I always like to leave a minute just in case anybody has anything. And if you like this healing, feel free to donate too. That's a good energy exchange, or follow me across my socials because I'll let you know when I do like other things. I do oracle card lives, but it also helps, like boost more people to be able to see and get healing as well. And then if you want a one-on-one session for any of those things that we're talking about, you can go to my bio and there's a little tab that says one-on-one healings or one-on-one coaching, because those are kind of different vibes. It has all of what I offer there too. All right, everybody. Well, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to get off now, but I hope everybody has a wonderful new moon, and that is full of blessings and magic and synchronicity and fun. And this was fun, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And I will talk to everybody later. This will be up on YouTube today or tomorrow. Bye. Have a good day. Oh, maybe not. There we go. Bye.